So we're in the quarter booth where I am now painting. I've been painting for hours. So you have like this sort of creamy colour that it was before, and you only really see the difference when you actually paint it. But that's what the whole boat used to look like over the years. Over the years, I don't know how to say it, over the years. Over the last year, I obviously did the rest, like all the ceiling and just everywhere was that colour basically. It's weird because you kind of, like even if I got in here finished tonight, which I won't, because I just won't, you then forget what it looked like before. Like, even in the cabin part now, it's easy to forget what it looked like before I ever painted any of it. But yeah, this bit's not easy. You've got to kind of do some sort of weird like technique. I'll show you, because it's got like a texture to the wall. So I find the easiest thing to do, see if I spill more paint on myself, is if you brush it, it doesn't really work. So the easiest thing to do is this sort of thing to kind of cover it, and then after you can like brush over it. But you see how I'm brushing over that and it's not doing it all, whereas if I do that, it does. Problem in here is it's like there's loads of room, but I'm like on this wood, but I've already got no room to put everything out there now. The whole deck of the boat's covered in stuff, so I can't put the stuff out there. And really, I would have stopped already, but I just want to make the most of this paintbrush because I don't have any like white spirit or anything to clean it, so it's gonna die. So before it dies, I just want to get like maximum use of it. And being in a port, if I'm being honest, I've got to say it's quite nice just being really flat. I forgot what it was like. It's not perfect because it's somewhere in Cannes tonight. I don't know what's going on, but I've just heard like rave music since about 5 o'clock. But you know, I'm not getting like everybody's wake. I'm not getting thrown around at anchor. To be honest, I plugged into shore power, but I've not even really used anything. My aim was to do some uploading for YouTube, but then I kind of got carried away with painting, and now I don't think my brain will allow me to go do that because I've probably like too many paint fumes maybe. So I'm gonna do this maybe half an hour more and then I'm going to sleep, and then tomorrow we'll do some more painting. We've put one floor panel back down, but we've pretty much finished painting that apart from the bits where the keel bolts on. So tomorrow we'll get up all the kitchen roll we put down and see if it's still dry. Hopefully it is. I think it is. I think I'd be able to tell. If it was leaking through there, the paper towels would already be like really wet. And the only thing to consider is if it does it when it's keeled, if the boat's a little bit keeled, but I guess we're gonna have to find out. But yeah, I'm gonna carry on painting. I thought I've just been painting for hours, and then I thought I meant to be filming this stuff, but at the minute there's just not enough memory to be filming like long bits of footage. Normally what I do is I put a GoPro somewhere, film me doing it, and then there'd be like, I don't know, 7 minutes of me painting and I might use about 20 seconds of it, but the memory's too full on the laptop. So that's the truth of the matter. And I don't know what purpose this serves. Now I need a bit of this. What I might do is I might put this on the wall way over there instead of it being on here, because I don't know if it's to hold maps. I've thrown a few maps in there because I don't really know what else it could be for. I also wonder if that's enough plexiglass to do the 2 windows. I feel like it would be though. Maybe that's a better use for it than this pointless shelf. Just not really much point. Even if you do put maps in there, you can't then get them out easily. I think maybe it's just a bit pointless. But we'll see. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you shouldn't paint in enclosed spaces. I'm watching that back. Looks like I'm about to just pass out. Anyway, the next day, and we're back on to getting that dinghy fixed. Right, steps are painted. We've got the outboard motor off the dinghy because the bolt's broke that connects that to the mount on the back. I've got a low battery, but I'm gonna maybe try angle grind that padlock off if I've got a long enough wire, basically. So here's the dinghy. I've tried to like get it in a sort of shape that will then allow me to get the water out. It's taking ages. And once we've got it all out, we'll pump it back up, clean the bottom. I might just clean all of it, to be honest. And then I need to fix, it lets water in, I think, from the back. I think where the plug is, it lets water in. So I don't know how I'm going to fix it because I don't really know why it lets water in from there. But we're going to try. First, got to get all the water out. There's no point pretending I'm not terrified about the angle grinder, but somehow don't really like it. I don't know why. It's because it's scary. It makes a massive noise. Oh, don't reach. Don't reach. Just all my I've done is now just getting, oh man, it winds me up. Stay still. There we go. Moves. Whatever I do, it just moves. See, it's close now, but this is a scary part because it's just going to wasp, man. I was having one of them days, like that dinghy. I don't like the angle grinder, it does scare me. It's the last thing I'll use, but that padlock had been stuck on there for about a month and I had to get it off. I'm happy to say I did get it off with the angle grinder eventually, but um, what I was worried was if I'd gone through, I'm always worried about, putting it on like full power going through and then it just coming out the other end. I do need to get over my fear of the angle grinder. I think it's because before I've seen someone like, well, I didn't see it happen, but they were angle grinding and it took off the edge of the thumb. So for that reason, do have a little angle grinder fear. I did actually get quite a lot done while I was in that port in a few days. The dinghy got sorted, so got all the water out of it. Got the padlock off. So that padlock I thought was a stainless steel one because I bought it from the boat part shop, but it turned out not to be, and then it got like rusted on. I tried everything else to get it off. I tried hammering it. In the end, it was just stuck. So that was the only way to get it off. From there, I then had a boat trip booked for 12 people. Can you fit 12 people on a 9-meter sailboat that technically should take 6? Look, before, like, I've had quite a bit of negative messages about this recently. The the people who came on the 12 of them trip, it wasn't a sailing trip. It was like round the corner from where I picked them up just for a snorkel. And one of the people who booked it had already been on the boat before, and it started off with about 6, and then some people got added. And I called them up and said, look, you've been on the boat before. The boat's not going to sink with that many people on it. Like, and I gave them the option. So we can try do it if you get there and everyone doesn't fit, okay. And it's not a case of I just went, yeah, I'll sell it for 12, knowing that everyone won't fit. And actually, the person who was who booked that boat trip, everyone had a good time, and they just didn't really want any of them not to be able to go. They wanted to do it all together. So I just wanted to clear up that, yeah, I weren't just with them boat trips. And if you've seen the page, I have a page, it's got a lot of good reviews on there. Everybody was, I think people kind of wanted to support what I was doing as well. So the lady who actually booked that boat trip, and by the time this comes out, it might be out. If it is, I'll attach it. If not, I'll attach it in a later episode. We wanted to do an article for like a Dutch newspaper, so everybody did have a good time. So when you're thinking it's not right to fit that many people on a boat, there's two sides to it. Like I said, ideally it shouldn't fit, but they wanted to go ahead with it, and I need to make some money as well. So yeah. After that, we now get into August. There's a couple of days I ended up really busy. I moved from there to go do the boat trip, earned some money through doing that, and then like the port I ended up with I'll explain in this next little bit, was really close to the shops and really handy to go get parts. And I managed to get quite a lot done while I was in there as well. Pre-warn you, I don't know what's going on. It looks like I've been having a rough time when I've gone to edit this video, but I look like I've just been dragged through the sea backwards. So, good luck. Right, an update. What date is it? It's 4th of August, 5th, 4th of August. I'll put here. Right, so I had a boat trip the other day and I took 12 people on the boat. I just need to make some money so that I can pay for all the things, and actually then I've managed to get quite a few of the things I need. So to update, I went miles today for this. I was going to get this and an ice machine. The ice machine's actually not. I did get one, but not. They were the used one that I was going to buy, so I had to buy one from Lidl. It's doing a pretty crap job so far. I think it'll be alright if you're in a port, but I need to look into the wiring that I've got for the inverter, because it should be enough. What else? So the battery, now I'm in a port because I had the boat trip from here, and the wind has been horrendous for 2 days, and I've just been super busy just while I'm in the port. I'm in Marina Bay des Anges. It's halfway between Antibes and Nice, and I came down here because that's where they wanted picking up from to do the boat trip. But you know, I earned like 340 euros for doing it, so it's actually going a long way. And I had another few boat trips before that, so I'm actually being able to like spend some money like I need to do. So the battery and yeah, the battery because I'm in a port, that big leisure battery I had, the tractor one, now I'm in a port, I'm letting it charge and charge and charge, and it's gone up to like 14, so we're going to give it one last chance. I need to leave here tomorrow because I'm racking up a bill. I've been here 3 nights, but the wind's been terrible, and the port I'm in, it's really close to, like, there's a Lidl close by, there's a Brico, which is like a sort of, if you're in the UK, sort of B&Q type shop. There's Easy Cash, which is like a cash converter type thing, which I've replaced the bike. So the bike that I've abandoned in Antibes, what I'm going to do is take the wheel off, and I'm going to see if I can sell the frame. It weren't really practical anyway because I couldn't get it inside the boat. Like, if I took the wheels off, I could like just about cram it through the door, but not really. So we've invested in a little folding one. I was going to surprise you with like a video of me riding it along, but the boat is an absolute mess. The boat trip I did when I had to get here, it was really windy, to the point that a guy I know, he said he cancelled his boat trip on that day. For the night it was alright, for the evening it was always going to be... If I just recorded all that with a dirty screen, dirty lens. For the evening it was always going to be alright, but in the day to get here it was so wavy, and without exaggerating, I reckon there was a few like 2-3 meter waves. You can tell as it goes up and over, and I weren't really ready. I weren't expecting that either. The problem was the wind was coming from the south east, but the swell was coming from the southwest, but the southeast was still making some swell, so there were these like confused waves that was just rocking up and down in, and everything on the inside of the boat got tipped over. So then I ended up being late because I was just battling into the swell. So because I was late, they was already here when I arrived, so I had to just put them straight on the boat, and everything got thrown inside. And because I'm in the port, I've been like busy trying to like do stuff because I have replaced some tools now. But yeah, the battery's getting a charge, so it seems like it might be okay. I'm gonna add one more solar panel, I think, and I've probably already said thanks already because I'll have probably recorded it on an earlier episode, because you're way behind now because I'm just struggling to get the footage off my laptop. It starts to the video, not this video, but the video back when, it's it uploads to about 40% and then it just cuts out and I have to start again. So I'm gonna add a solar panel, but yeah, the thanks would be to Mitchell, who made a donation, and on the comment said towards the battery fund. So because I've got that 170 amp hour leisure battery, I'm just gonna maybe I let it go down too much because I was trying to run the inverter off it. I'm gonna give it one more life, but it would be really beneficial to add a second solar panel, because you know the solar panel does just about run my laptop, and if I can accomplish running my laptop, that's going to be a big step forward, because at the minute I'm struggling to just run my laptop. If I do, then it takes all the power I get basically, so maybe I need a solar panel basically just to run the laptop, but we'll see how we get on, because that battery's obviously a lot bigger than the 70 amp hour one I'm using, so it's more than double. So if that works, great, we'll see. I'd say the ice machine, might seem like it's not a big deal to everyone else, but it's so hot, and if you can just have a cold drink or drinks, cold, you know, it'd make a massive difference, because I maybe don't have the best discipline, so although I don't, you know, if I have a warm water, it's not going to be the end of the world, but when I'm sat there at anchor waiting around between boat jobs or whatever, or well, not just waiting around, but even if I'm doing work on the boat, it's just nice to have a cold refreshing drink. So it's probably the one thing that's really not necessary, but at the same time I almost feel like I need it. So yeah. But I feel really bad because, again, you'll have seen so many videos before this one, before the one that I can't now get uploaded, but I want to get uploaded. It's like a big motivation doing the stuff for YouTube, but I'm struggling to get it uploaded, and then because I'm in the port, I just, you know, I've made some progress on the galley. I did quite a bit of painting. I have to try and maintain the boat looking reasonably well to do these boat trips. Had like loads of good feedback from them though, to be fair, so that's good, considering that I was like plonked in the south of France with no contacts and trying to work out how on earth I could make some money, and I have, so that, you know, that's good. What else? This port, they're actually really friendly, so that's good. I've been busy, I haven't been in for the last 2 days, and they're not coming and harassing me. They let me drop off at the welcome dock. It's just a nice port. But we should be going back to anchor tomorrow. I'm probably going to be awake until like the early hours, because I just need to get stuff done. And in the morning while I'm close, I've spent like a fortune just stocking up, so that while the shop's quite close, the other reason for the bike was because it has I've got a basket that goes on the front, and then it's got like the frame on the back. I'll show you, but I think you know what I mean anyway. So the frame that goes on the back, which means I can carry quite a lot on it. You know, I look stupid, but it's looking stupid, but being it, like, I carried the ice machine on the back of the bike whilst having the basket full of wine and demi-sec. It's not all for me, but like with the boat trips, when people arrive, I give them a drink and stuff, but I've been having to like get into port, rush around, and then I feel like I spend a lot of money then when I get into a port, especially in Cannes, because I don't go to the port in Cannes Centre, I go to the one just outside, and it's, you know, it's a good hour walk getting into Cannes Centre. And I just know with the bike I had as well, it wouldn't have been a quick repair, because it's the back wheel, and the last time I saw it, I feel like it's even more mangled than the first time. So on the dinghy as well, looking at it, I got the padlock off, so that's good, got the shear pin for the outboard, and I'm just not sure if I've messed up because I put like a temporary one in. I think that's rusted, and I'm not sure I'm going to actually get it out, because it's not just coming off with the propeller, which it maybe should do. So, but that's something I can do when I'm back at anchor. I have already some other boat trips booked during August, and I have potential crew that could be coming when I leave. But if I'm making money off boat trips, it's hard to then decide what to do in September. And believe me, I don't want this to be a channel of me doing boat trips, and that's why I don't really record that much, because I'm not sailing. And then we still need to work out how we're going to get up there and sort the little mess that we've got going on at the top. And in the coming days, we have a little drone. I bought it ages ago, but when I bought it, the controller was missing out of the box, but I ended up close by to where I bought it from. So I went in today, and after a bit of a argument, because they was like, did you bring it with you? I was like, well, what was the point bringing in a box just to show you the controller work in it? I'm telling you, like, it wouldn't have made any difference. I could have just literally like taken if I had the controller, I could have just taken it out, and yeah, it made no sense to need to take the thing back. But they gave me a controller in the end, so hopefully we can get some nice aerial shots of something. Yeah. But yeah, it's confusing because the SD card for that is now in this, and it's all going to get muddled up. Competition time. How many flights do you reckon that drone survived, and what do you reckon happened to it? I don't know, there's probably not a prize, but yeah, let me know how long you think it lasted. Thanks for watching this week's episode. The episodes are now coming towards the end of the summer. There's still a few more, so in the next episode, I shouldn't have started saying this because I haven't edited it yet, but I'm trying to remember what I was doing in August. I end up really busy with boat trips for a little bit, so that's because of that. There's not that much footage from August because I didn't really record doing the boat trips because people probably didn't want to be recorded. But yeah, in real time, I'm looking forward to getting these videos from the summer up and showing you what I'm doing now. But thanks for watching. I've been posting daily for probably over a week by the time this one comes out, so I've spent hours on end. I'm like on a 2-shift pattern. I come in the morning at about 10 after having a coffee, edit videos throughout the day, and then go to the shop, come back, have my tea, and come back in for between like 7 and 11, sometimes later on the night time. Yeah, the audio quality is really bad. The problem is and I've probably mentioned this in another video, I imported all of these files from the GoPro and then never did anything with them. And I was still editing the ones from the previous GoPro up until recently, and it's when I've come, I think like the microphone might have might be broken or something, because any tiny little noise makes a really big impact sound. So yeah, I have learnt to start checking the footage, and not leaving it months. So I do apologise that the audio quality is pretty bad, and editing wise, I accidentally recorded them all in like 4K, so I'm having to like put them all together, export it once, then edit that once it's down to like just HD, and then do it again, so it's taking some time. But thanks for watching, thanks for the comments, hope everyone's well, and I'll see you next time.